let's start our session. Thanks for joining the session again. So in the last class, we discussed on what is cybersecurity. What is cybersecurity? It is the practice of protecting networking devices and sensitive information. Yes or no? From unauthorized accesses. If any unauthorized accesses are there, unknown people are trying to access the devices or assets or a data. So we need to safeguard that activity. That is your duty actual as a cybersecurity engineers. So if you fail to do that activity, a lot of consequences needs to be faced, like financial losses, reputation damages, operational disturbances, legal consequences, intellectual property theft, and also identity theft, national security threat, economic impact. Like multiple consequences needs to be faced by organization or a person who are not following the cybersecurity practices. That's my point. Now, to do this cybersecurity practice, so the major important three pillars of cybersecurity is people, process, technology. People is nothing but we. We need to take care about our remedial activities, like we need to understand the safe online behavior. We need to, if any suspicious things are happened, we need to report to the concerned person. That means awareness and encouragement is more important as a people. And come to the process. Process is about segregation, filtering, and creating different policies and organizing the data into different schemas. So we need to create some response process. Okay, that will help to minimize the cybersecurity risk. And come to the technology. Technology is the major key role which was mainly participate in the protecting the information and devices in the cybersecurity practices. Okay, so that technology refers to the hardware or a software, the tools that are used to protect systems, data, and the network. Cybersecurity technologies include firewalls, intrusion detection and prevention systems, antivirus softwares, and encryption methods. This technology works together to detect and prevent cyber attacks and to safeguard sensitive information. That means people, process, technology is the main three pillars of cybersecurity practices. Now come to the cybersecurity. There are multiple threats are there. Major cyber threats are malware, phishing, ransomware, DOS attack, DDoS attack, APT, advanced persistence threat, or insider threats. We already discussed all these type of cyber threats. Malware is nothing but a malicious software which is used to infiltrate the computer or damage the computer. Phishing is nothing but email phishing, spear phishing, wishing, wheeling, like that. Okay, for example, email phishing is they will send some urgency of your mail so that they will use to collect some sensitive information from you on that mail. Got my point? Wishing means via phone call they used to collect some sensitive information from your words itself. Okay, like that. Ransomware, so they will just encrypt your important data, and if you want to access the data you need a decryption. They will ask money to exchange the decryption. DOS attack, it is used to unavailability of services. For example, there is a Indian Airlines website. If any DOS attack happened on Indian Airlines website is not available to access by a genuine user. Okay, DOS attack will be done with a one computer. DDoS attack, it will be done with a multiple systems, and which will be also called as botnet. Same, they disturb the online services by attacking with the multiple systems. It is a botnet. It is also called as zombie attack. Zombie means one infected system also work for the attacker. For example, 10 systems are there. On the 10 systems, 2 systems are infected with a virus. That infected 2 systems also work for the attacker. That is dangerous attack. And come to the advanced persistence threat, long time attack. Whereas insider threats means internal, like vendors or employees, they can do that activity. That's my point. But whatever the cyber threat it should be, the major goal is to stop them. Understand? Not to stop them, there are multiple modules in the cybersecurity. Okay, like offensive is there, defensive is there. What is offensive? Offensive means before something happened, we are trying to stop it. Defensive means something happened, we need to try to understand why it was happened and when it was happened, for what purpose it was happened. Understand? For example, offensive. That is a red team. What is that? Red team. Then Redditive, mostly ethical hacking, and VAPT, ethical hacking and VAPT. Defense. Almost all modules come under the defensive one. Blue team. Okay, blue team. That you do call it as a SOC, Security Operations Center, or SIEM, Security Information Event Information and Event Management. Information Event Management, Security Information and Event Management. Okay, so and apart from that, there is IAM, EDR tools are there. Okay, some other cloud securities all come under with a defensive roles. Okay, so what happened actually? Offensive means it's like a intelligent police. Did you know intelligent police? What is the duty of intelligent police? They will try to understand the problem before something happened. For example, there is a visit of Hyderabad by SIEM, Chief Minister. So before visiting the Chief Minister, so they will understand the surroundings of that visit place. If anything suspicious are there, any attack is going to be happen, like that they used to check, no? And then they create it. If everything all will be good, then they allow the SIEM. Got my point? That is called offensive activity. That is called offensive activity. Defensive activity means suppose SIEM visited, some of the attack happened on SIEM. Now policeman investigated who done that one, when, why it was done, by what purpose it was done. Everything they investigated. No? That is called defensive activity. Like ethical hacking and VAPT will be work with a offensive before something happened. For example, some application was built and some network was built, some software was developed. Okay, now offensive people like ethical hacking and VAPT, pen testing people, will test the software, test the application, test the network. Okay, how strong it is, any loopholes are there, any bugs are there, any vulnerabilities are there. They used to check it. Any unknown ports open, they will use to check it. Why? Because if they won't check it, if some open port will be, some of the port was open, so hacker used that port and entered into the network. You got my point? And the hacker will create a damage to your network. Got my point? So that's why, so ethical hacker and VAPT, offensive people team, will try to always try to test the network system or applications or any other devices in the organization. Got my point? For the vulnerabilities. Okay, for the security breaches. Got my point? For the suspicious things. So now come to the defensive. Some attack was happened that was traveled in different devices like firewall, IPS, IDS, okay, next generation firewalls, DLP systems, load balancers, or servers, or web application firewalls, or any other core switches or distributed switches, whatever it may be. These devices, all these will be traveled to reach out the destination. These devices will register a event. What is the suspicious? If it is a suspicious, it will register what IP address is doing this activity, what port number it was coming. Everything it was registered. So that as a defensive, we just go to that logs and we need to check every log, every activity, every operation, and every performance. And based on that, we can create a one incident. One incident. Okay, this is a suspicious event coming from this IP address. Okay, multiple times this IP address is trying to access the website, but he got a failed passwords. That is actually a report or an incident. Okay, so that was done by a defensive team. That we are going to choose it. Now our class is exclusively completely on defensive with knowledge of offensive. Knowledge of offensive. That means we are not going to cover much more, sir. Deeper. We are covering some knowledge on offensive activities also. Understand? But mostly we can go into cover with the defensive. Defensive have different roles. Okay. On the SOC analyst, there is a different roles. L1 role, L2 role, and L3 role. We are covering 100% in L1, L2. L3 role, we are covering around 60 to 70%. That means with our syllabus, you can directly keep 4 to 5 years of experience. Understand, sir? 4 to 5 years of experience you can keep. That's my point. Listen. So this is we are going to cover you. Now come to what is SOC analyst. What is actual duty of SOC? Okay. What is actual meaning of SOC? SOC stands for Security Operations Center. SOC is a critical component of an organization cybersecurity program. SOC provides the expertise and resources needed to quickly detect and respond to internal and external attacks. It is a quickly detect an attack happen on internal or external. That's my point. And also the primary role of SOC is detect and respond to security incidents in real time. It involves advanced monitoring, network traffic, system logs, and other security data to identify suspicious activities or potential security threats. So for that reason, when a potential security incident is detected by SOC team, they initiate a response plan. They initiate a response process, which may isolate affected systems, okay, collecting evidences, and coordinating with other teams to contain remediated the incidents. The main duty of SOC is L1, L2, L3 roles completely. The duty is first, you need to understand the incidents, you need to understand the suspicious, and after that, you need to investigate it also, how impact it was created. And after that, we need to connect to the concerned teams and we need to create a remediations also. See that one. Potential security incidents is detected. SOC team will initiate the response process, which may isolate affected systems, collecting evidences, and coordinating with other teams to contain and remediate the incident. Understand, sir? Yes, sir. This is actually happening with the SOC team. So the main activities we are doing is quickly detect and respond to internal and external attacks happen in the organization. Clear, sir? Now, for doing these operations to quickly detect and respond to internal and external attacks, so SOC team always involved in advanced monitoring of traffic, system logs, and other security data. That's my point. So that means that they always need to check the security, regular security checks, advanced monitoring, employee training, data encryption, and incident response plan. They need to initiate the incident response plan if any security potential threat was identified. Got my point. So in that case, these guys needs a SOC monitoring system. These guys needs a SOC monitoring system. What is SOC monitoring system? What is SOC monitoring system? The SIEM is the SOC monitoring system. Security Information and Event Management System is the SOC monitoring system. That's my point, sir. Now SIEM came into the picture. Why SIEM is needed? To achieve the monitoring, regular checks, to initiate the incident response plan. Got my point? Now, in the SIEM, there are multiple tools are there. On that, Splunk is the leader of SIEM. Apart from that, IBM Curator, ELK Stack, Sentinel, Wazoo, and other like multiple tools are there. Okay. So, but if you talk about Splunk is the leader of SIEM tools. You can check. Magic Quadrant of Security Information and Event Management 2025 Gartner report. It is a biggest research center, so that it is creating a report every year in that 2023, 24, 25. Splunk is the leader, top one. Okay, that's why we are teaching mostly on Splunk. Apart from that, we are going to teach you ELK stack, Sentinel, and IBM Corridor overview also. Understand? Okay. Now Splunk is the symptom we are going to teach. Understand? Now, if you talk about a Splunk, okay, if we are morely concentrated on Splunk, sir. So my question is, why Splunk? Only Gartner report, on the basis of Gartner report? No. The Gartner report is also one of the best. Apart from that, Splunk can do multiple things. Okay, you are just learning Splunk as a SOC analyst, but Splunk has inbuilt capabilities with multiple doing things. For example, it can do security and compliances, that is SOC operations. It also can be supported with IT operations, like proactive outage prevention, monitoring infrastructure, reduce alert noise, and rapid remediations. And also it can be support for application performance. There is application, how the application is responding, what is the downtime of our application. Like see, real-time troubleshooting, optimizing performance, and seeing business impacts on the application. Let's keep on monitoring the application traffic also. And also it can be work with the DevOps and observability. See, full stack visibility, monitoring across delivery lifecycle, and break down data sources. Basically, we know the monitoring. Monitoring is nothing but why it was what it was happened, when it was happened. Monitoring is nothing but what happened when it was happened. Got my point? But observability is nothing but why it was happened. Traces. Got my point? Monitoring is just a what, when. Whereas observability is nothing but when and how also. When and how. Why? Because it will be work with the metrics and traces. Okay. For example, observability monitoring tell that application was down at so and so time. So and so application was down. Multiple applications are there, and that so and so application was down. So at that time, this is monitoring. You'll get a one alert on it. But observability means why it was down. Due to the heavy load on the application, or due to the load balancer failure. Like that it will show. Got my point, sir? Most important, we need to understand these two important things. Last interview also they asked me question. Difference between monitoring and observability. Monitoring tells when and what is going wrong. Your system is down or a server CPU is at 99%. This is the example. Observability gives your data and context to you understand why it is happening and how it is fix it. How to fix it also. For example, digging into the code to see which specific function caused memory leakage. Okay, simple way understanding difference between compared to car dashboard versus a diagnostic tool. Monitoring is your dashboard. It shows basic gauges like speed, fuel level, and flashes, check engine light to tell what that issue has occurred. But observability is nothing but diagnostic computer. It allows mechanism to dig into the engine, read historical logs, and traces extract exactly which part failed and why. For example, in my TVS, today I got a engine symbol, engine light symbol. Okay, the sensor was triggered a light symbol called engine. So that is monitoring. That is keep on monitoring the engine, and it will feel suspicious. It will produce a light. That is called monitoring. Now I will just take this bike, a TVS bike to showroom. Now they won't tell, they will just understand that, okay, engine symbol was came because of maybe engine issue. Then they will connect to one device and they will diagnose it. What is the problem, whether sensor failure or whether the engine failure. Got my point? Why it was failed, due to the overheated or overloaded, they will tell. Got my point? They will tell, they will troubleshoot it. That we call it as observability. Got my point? Up to now, most of the people are working with monitoring only. Got my point? Now people are interested on observability also. Even that also we are going to cover in our classes. But it's not in depth, but whatever the knowledge we are going to cover, that will be going to cover. Understand? Now it can be also used a business analytics. Business analytics means gain insights from data for business for better business decisions. What is my business? What are the sales? What actually happening in my business? Everything we can simply monitor. We can analyze. That means that with the Splunk, we can use security operations like SOC and also IT operations, observability, application performance, and business analytics. You got my point? So with our course, exclusively, you are getting an opportunity to apply for Splunk admin directly.
Other than Splunk, what are the tools are used for observability?
Observability, Datadog, ELK stack, okay, and other tools are Dynatrace also will be used.
So like it's used for network monitoring, right?
Network monitoring, Splunk is enough.
Then we can use Nagios or
Nagios actually, why we are not going to use the tools, I will explain. Why? Because there are a lot of features in Splunk. Okay, but I'm just telling that it can be suitable for multiple purposes. It is a competitor for Datadog in the form of observability, ELK stack in the form of security or observability, Dynatrace exclusively for APM monitoring, App Dynamics. These are the tools, other tools. So that's why Splunk is the competitor for observability as well as business analytics and also in the security analytics and also APM monitoring also. All these will be tools. But apart from these tools, what are the other tools? Like multiple tools are there, no? Like I already told you, IBM Radar, ELK Stack, Sentinel, Datadog, Nagios, okay, Greylog, SolarWinds, okay, McAfee, RSA Envision, Dynatrace, App Dynamics, LogDNA, okay, ArcSight, HP ArcSight, yes. Like 20 plus tools are there. But these tools will be competitor for competitor in their own platforms. For example, Nagios and Greylogic and Grafana not any other tool. For example, Nagios and Greylogic and SolarWinds is the competitor in the monitoring. Monitoring, it will be good in Splunk. Okay, well compared to that. For example, Dynatrace, App Dynamics. Splunk is the competitor in APM monitoring, application performance monitoring. Okay, in the observability, competitors are Grafana, Datadog, and ELK stack. In the security and compliances, IBM Radar, Sentinel, in the Google Chronicle, okay, Google Chronicle, and ELK stack. Wazoo is open source. In the companies, mostly Wazoo won't be used. Open source tool, that is. Wazoo also competitor, but it is open source. Yes.
security onion also for
Security?
onion.
Oh, that is. Oh, okay, it is one other competitor, but they don't have that much of features. Got my point. So that means that you will have a separate identity with Splunk actually. If you learn the Grafana or if you learn the Dynatrace, you'll get only this type of APM or observability or some security. But if you have Splunk knowledge, the Splunk has separate market, Splunk administrator. Okay, that means a platform engineer. Splunk developer, you will get a Splunk developer job also. Directly, Splunk analyst, we can call it as. Otherwise, SIM engineer, SIEM in the security point of view. Otherwise, detection engineer, and otherwise, SOC analyst or Splunk analyst, Splunk engineer. All these can be possible. Okay. That means our course is completely satisfying almost all modules. Almost all modules. So that you will can apply for the Splunk admin, Splunk developer, SIM engineer, detection engineer, and SOC analyst. That we call it as Splunk analyst, Splunk engineer, Splunk admin, Splunk developer, Splunk SME, subject matter expert, SIM engineer, detection engineer, SOC analyst, security engineer, security analyst, and a security SME, subject matter expert. All we are going to cover. You can keep your resumes in any of the platforms. No problem. Okay. So that is what actually our course designed. With our course, the major roles we are getting is Splunk analyst, and other one is SOC analyst. Apart from that, there are branches of roles are there, but major roles, main roles are Splunk analyst and a SOC analyst. Now, what is analyst?
to analyze the data.
Who analyze the data? That is a person or a role. The role or a person who are doing data analysis. Then what is analytics? Then what is analytics? The process of implementing the data analysis or the process of understanding the data deep inside to your data. Like the person who represent your data into understandable is a analyst. Okay. The process of representing your data into understandable, like a pictorial represent, like a dashboard, reporting, alerting, for understanding your data, deep insights to your data, that call it as a, that process we call it as a analytics. The process we call it as a analytics. Sir, we joined the cybersecurity and you are teaching analytics. The cybersecurity itself, the role, what your role? Security analyst, security engineer, security analyst or security engineer or SOC analyst. That means that whether you are a cybersecurity also, the first you need a analytical knowledge. The prerequisite for getting the knowledge in getting the job in the SOC analyst is analytical knowledge, logical thinking. I think most of the cybersecurity, they won't teach any analytics. First you will be analytic, then only will be a security analytics. You got my point. So always I am trying to compare the cybersecurity with a crime. Cybersecurity is a crime. The crime have multiple crimes like robbery, murder, okay, and some other like drugs mafia or some other crimes are there. For example, cybersecurity is a crime. On that, murder is a SOC analyst. SOC analyst is nothing but murder. Drugs mafia is nothing but ethical hacking. Okay. Robbery is nothing but VAPT. Example. Got my point. IAM is nothing but some other crime. Got my point. Now I am talking about murder. The crime called as a murder in the cybersecurity SOC analyst. Now, how you can do the murder? Two things. One is cruel mindset. Yes or no? And the other one is tool. Cruel mindset is nothing but cybersecurity fundamentals. Cybersecurity knowledge, security knowledge. You need to understand the security data. Okay. Tool is nothing but SIEM, security information and event management. Which tool is there? To do the murder, multiple tools are there. Na? Knife is there, gun is there, thread is there, and also poison is there. Same like that. Knife is a Splunk. Sentinel is a gun. IBM Curator is a poison. ELK stack is a thread. Now we are choosing a knife. Why I am not choosing a gun? Gun is already established and we can't use the gun in the public platforms, public places. If it is knife means Even you can take that knife into the public places also. So if I choose a knife for killing the person, okay, but you can use same knife for cutting the vegetables, cutting the fruits, cutting the meat also. No? That's what Splunk has a capability to do data analytics as a vegetable cutting. It is capable to do application performance monitoring, like a cutting a fruits. It is capable to do observability, like a cutting a meat. It can be capable to do security operations, like cutting a necks. Got my point? Yes, sir. So that's what actually. Okay. If you learn other tools, it will be in specific. But if you go with in-depth knowledge of Splunk, you will be suitable for multiple things. Got my point? So that's what actually. So whatever the cybersecurity must and should, for ethical hacker VAPT, they don't need any analytical knowledge. They don't need any analytical knowledge. But as a security analyst, as a SOC analyst, must and should you need a analytical knowledge. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Got my point? First you will be a business analytics, then you will be a data analytics, then will be a security analyst. Got my point? For example, I want to cut a skin of the person. Directly we can cut a skin of the person. The doctor will directly do the operation. They will test in the dead bodies, no? Or they will test in the apple peel. I want to cut the first layer of the skin. That means apple have a peel, no? Peel. After peel, if you cut, then you will be perfectly cut in the skin of your person also. Like that is the practice actual. See, you directly entered into the cybersecurity is not correct. First, you need to try it in the apple. Okay, then you will just correlate this knowledge to the security. That's why first we will learn analytical knowledge. Then we will correlate this with the knowledge with security and combine both, and will become a SOC analyst. Understand, sir? Yes, sir. Online people. Got my point? That's what to satisfy all this content, I am giving this much of content so that you are getting more opportunities to attend multiple roles. Got my point, sir? Yeah, outside you are not getting this much of opportunity. So they directly entered into to cut a necks. So you are not becoming a Splunk analyst or a security analyst or a data analytics or business analytics. Got my point. So why I feel cybersecurity is very easy for me. Whereas ethical hacking VAPT is not easy for me. But SOC analyst is easy for me. Why? Because I came from the background of analytics. My first job is Tableau. My first job is Tableau and Power BI. I came from the analytical background. I'm a business analyst first. After that, I understand the security concepts. I understand the network concepts. I understand the attack types. Then I just apply that logical thinking on the security use cases. That's why I simply understand the security analyst, SOC operations. Got my point, sir? Same. I will make you that way only. So for that, first I am going to teach you entire Splunk with you will become a Splunk analyst or a Splunk engineer or Splunk developer. With this knowledge, I will explain you security knowledge, and both combined, and we will do a SOC operations. Got my point, sir? So that we have an option of 3 stages. The first 50 hours Splunk I will teach. On the Splunk itself, we are going to cover you Splunk admin, Splunk developer, SMA, SIEM, SIEM engineer, and detection engineer. First 50 days. And the next 50 days, SOC operations, L1, L2, L3 roles. For that, cybersecurity fundamentals, log analysis, instance response, threat hunting, threat intelligence, all we are going to cover. Not my point. So that you can keep your profile within the 3 stages. Splunk admin or SIEM admin. SOC admin is also there, you know. SOC admin. Nobody will tell that. Actually, SOC admin is nothing but SIEM admin. Okay, SOC means basically implementing the logics to detect the suspicious. But if you want to implement the logic and detect the suspicious, you need a data, na? You need a data, na? నువ్వు తినాలి అంటే ఫుడ్ ఉండాలి, ప్రిపేర్ అయి ఉండాలి కదా. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు ఈట్ ఇట్, దట్ ఫుడ్ ఈజ్ టు బి ప్రిపేర్డ్ నా. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు ప్రిపేర్ ద ఫుడ్, యూ నీడ్ టు కలెక్ట్ ద ఇంగ్రీడియంట్స్ నా. You need to clean the ingredients na. We need to cut the ingredients na. We need to involved in cooking process na. That process call it as admin, SIEM admin. So collecting the data from different sources, normalizing the data, filter the data, parse the data, and maintaining the data in one place. Now query the data and create a logic and implement the detection logics rules, and that will trigger the incidents. The incidents will be work with a SOC team. 3 stages. Got my point? Yes, sir. That all we are going to have covered so that you can have an opportunity to apply for it in the 3 stages of job. Otherwise, aram say you can apply after 2 to 3 months. No problem. Your wish. Okay. Suppose tomorrow the market was down on SOC, for example. Assume. No problem. You can apply for Splunk. Suppose Splunk market was down, you can apply for SOC. Got my point? Otherwise, you can apply for the SIEM engineer. Got my point? Like that, you can get opportunities. That's why I'm going to teach you analytical knowledge. So that's why first my subject will be Splunk analyst and a SOC analyst. So analyst is nothing but role. Analytics is nothing but the process of doing analytics. With our content, you can capable to clear these many certifications. These are the certifications. So Splunk business and IT operations, Splunk admin, Splunk developer, Splunk engineer, Splunk analyst, Splunk SME. For security operations, SIEM admin, SIEM engineer, detection engineer, SOC analyst, security analyst, information security engineer, security SME, incident responder, threat hunter, threat intelligence. These are the roles actually. Getting? Now, certification point of view, in the cybersecurity, pure cybersecurity certification, CompTIA Security Plus, okay, CSA, Certified SOC Analyst, and GSE and CISSP. Basically, it can be easily clear with our certificate, our course, sir, these 2 certifications. But if you want to do this one, you want to do some hard work. If you want that, I will give you some references. Don't worry about it. Still, you are willing to do this certification, I will also help you also to clear the certification. Okay, but these 2 easily can clear with our content. Okay, now if it is Splunk point of view, Splunk point of view also. So for example, so many people are doing CompTIA Security Plus and CSA. That time you will be seeing as only a security person, like only a murderer. You got my point? But if you do Splunk point of view, there is a Splunk cybersecurity track is there in the Splunk itself. See, Splunk certified cybersecurity defense analyst, Splunk certified cybersecurity defense engineer, Splunk certified cybersecurity defense architect. Our course is satisfying these certifications. For example, instead of doing above, if you do this one, you will be suitable for both, like Splunk as well as security. Your wish. You can do both, or you can do any of one. But my recommendation is, if you do like this, you will be suitable to get a job in both areas. Understand? Yes, sir. So otherwise, for example, Splunk for business, IT operations, na? On that case, the fundamental tracks will be Splunk core certified to tool-based. So Splunk core certified user, Splunk core certified power user, advanced power user. Admin track, Splunk enterprise certified admin, Splunk cloud certified admin. Architect tag, Splunk enterprise certified architect, Splunk core certified consultant. Developer tag, Splunk certified developer. This type of certifications also you can do in the tool based also. Okay, I think I didn't say said I already told you. I think so. Recently, one of the girl placed. I already told you. So I didn't teach any cybersecurity to her. She joined Splunk 50 days. She joined, but she got a job in the cybersecurity. I already told you. So I need a one person who is ready to kill a person. Okay. So there is a person and B person. A person have a good knowledge in tool. A B person is very cruel in mindset. But I want to recruit a person who is cruel to kill a person only. But immediately tomorrow itself, I want to do the murder. No, I can't train the tool to that guy. No? So I recruit the tool who knows the tool. Okay, I will teach them. Okay, please go and do the murder. You got me? It is easy, no? That's why without knowing a cybersecurity knowledge also, so sometimes you will get a cybersecurity job with a tool. Like that, she got a job with the Optiv company. Optiv is a cybersecurity company. Got my point. So that is the biggest asset. Understand? So like that, you can go with the tool based also or pure cybersecurity based also. You can go. Understand, sir? These are the certifications which was available in the present market. Okay, all we are going to cover you in our subject. Okay, even though it is content use also, I'm trying to cover you every piece, sir. Why? Because student get an opportunity to attend multiple roles. That is actual my main motive. Okay, you are very interested on cybersecurity. End of that, it is huge content. You are unable to get a job means it's not correct, now. That's why. So I know the things. So I know the things. That's why at least you will be settled as a tool based. You are too difficult to you are feeling difficult to get a job in the cybersecurity with a huge content. At least you can apply as a job for the Splunk now. Coming later, we can do cybersecurity. That's what I'm covering a lot of content, around 130 hours of classes we are going to go. Not seeing it's very easy content, but huge content. Huge content. Okay. So whatever the payment you are paying, I don't know, but it is worthful content for that payment. Outside with that payment itself, they are giving very basic information. There 15 days, there 15 days, these 15 days. You are not at all master in one place. But here we are trying to make a master in multiple places. Got my point? That is one of the biggest asset of our classes. Okay. Now this is about cybersecurity, Splunk relation, SIEM relation, and possibilities of getting the job. Okay. So next class will be, we are talking about what is data analytics, how many types of data analytical techniques are there, what is the relation with the data analytics with the cybersecurity. Okay. How many types of data are there? If you want to do a data analytics, what type of data is needed? Why is cybersecurity involved with this type of data only? Everything we are seeing on next class. But we have another 15 minutes time. Again, I'm giving a time to you to ask and clear your doubts. Okay, that's why I stopped the class. I'm giving the time to ask your questions. Please ask your questions.
So we already have firewalls and antivirus. And why you need SOC?
See, firewall is the device. It has a capabilities. Okay, you don't have a huge capabilities. Firewall have a capability. It will just understand the based on the rule updated on the firewall. It will block it. I already told you in the last class. There is a protocol called red shirt. Okay, maybe a hacker will wear red shirt. It will allow. Attacker wear a red shirt. The protocol red shirt. The red shirt will be allowed, na, to meet the SIEM. That time
IDS, IPS.
IDS IPS will come. Like the devices have its own strengths. Antivirus is there. Antivirus only identify the virus, worm, whatever it may. If it is Trojan, inside the file some malware is there, some malicious is there, is antivirus will identify. Got my point. Then who will do? EDR tools will come into the picture. EDR. EDR is nothing but endpoint detection and response. It is high level investigation on the file system, file behavior. Normally one file is this one, PDF. That behave, if it is genuine, the behavior is simple. The file is behaving in different manner. That means that it was corrupted. So that EDR will work with a behavior analysis. Antivirus will work with a signature analysis, signature based. Whereas EDR will work with a behavior analysis. EDR can't continuously monitor again. For monitoring again, SIEM tools will come into the picture. That's my point. Like that, based on your expectations, SIEM tools will come into the picture. If it is a small company, firewall is enough. That's my point. For Provoke, firewall is enough. If it is a big company, firewall is not enough. Different tools, different devices need to be. In the different devices also not enough. Antivirus is all not. EDR needs to be. Some of the companies EDR will be stopped. From there it will be stopped. But if it is a huge enterprise, again EDR can't be. SIEM, SIEM, Before SIEM, XDR is there. So wait, XDR is there. Then after that SIEM, SIEM. After that again a SIEM also not giving everything answers. Observability. That's my point. Use case point of view. Now come to the SOAR. It will be helpful for automation. SOAR is for automation, automation and orchestration. Some of the alerts are created automatically with the help of playbook and runbook. It will be trigger the condition. That's my point. Before SOAR, basically SOAR is nothing but a next level of Python script, next level of shell script. For example, 10 alerts are triggering based on the suspicious. Immediately one script will be there. The script will run and it will trigger the endpoint to stop that IP address. That is normally basic level previously. Now it was maintained with a SOAR playbooks and run books. That is nothing but script only. SOAR is nothing but script only. Next level of advance. Automate the process completely. But anyways, if you want to automate it, you need to understand the logic. Got my point. So many people think that okay, AI will kill all our things, No, sir, it won't kill our things. Even though AI will help you. I will give you one example. Yesterday, one of my students attended the interview and he used and take the help of ChatGPT. ChatGPT is AI only. Na? Previously, interview was given by them only, persons only. But now there is a provision to use a ChatGPT in the virtual interview. I saw all the entire interview and I listened in personally. They asked me one question. What that question? What is difference between monitoring and observability in one line? That input was taken with ChatGPT and ChatGPT gave a 10 lines of line. It is reading. He is reading. He is reading. Next, he asked one logic question. Okay, what is the detection logic for implementing the so-and-so brute force? It is giving step by step like the 10 lines and the one code is also given. He explained the code. Now she asked me, instead of tstats, is any other command can be used? Instead of table, is any other command can be used there? No, we are unable to tell. Again, that input was taken to ChatGPT. It is giving long number. That means that even if you want to use a AI, you need a knowledge. Without a knowledge, you will be VP in front of the other guys. Nowadays, companies are encouraging you to utilize the ChatGPT Copilot. Copilot is giving a 1 lakh lines, but you directly pasting the 1 lakh lines means, okay, it will be work, okay. If it is not work, tell me, troubleshooting. What is your troubleshooting skills? In 1 lakh lines, where you will go? Without knowing a knowledge, how you will troubleshoot it, sir? Everybody are talking on AI means directly you don't need to learn AI, sir. With this knowledge, if you know the AI, you will be better. You got my point? Nowadays, doing farming is different way. Okay. For example, I am just taking the help of ChatGPT or YouTube or some other guys, and I am doing a farming means, is it equals to do the farming with my father? Suddenly, rain will come. What is the procedure? They done lot of 10 years of experience, sir. 20 years, 30 years of experience. They know problems. They can easily troubleshoot it. Okay. With my technology, if I go means, definitely, if it is good means no problem. If something bad means, again, I need a help of my father. That's what. First knowledge, then help. Then you will get whether it is correct or wrong easily. పులిని చూసి నత్త వాకాలు పెట్టుకున్నట్లు. So what happened previously, I used the ChatGPT while teaching the class. He thinks that, okay, ChatGPT only, ChatGPT only Ravis are using. Okay, I will use and I will give the interview. పులిని చూసి నత్త వాకలు, నాకంటే కంటెంట్ ఉంది కాబట్టి I have a content. That's why I know what is right and what is wrong. That I am taking right and I am teaching the class. But he don't know, then how we will give the correct answers? Got my point? That's what. Content is more important. AI will also come into the picture. Understand? So, any questions?
So do we also need to learn automated skills like Jira, Python?
If it is DevOps observability, for example, okay, they are expecting that knowledge. But we are in the monitoring, we are in the IT operations, we are in the SOC operations. We don't need Jira, all these things. So, but as a project management tool, we are using a ServiceNow and Jira. But one day class is enough for that. How incidences are triggered, how process needs to be implemented, that is enough. You need to learn complete knowledge. Even I don't know. Okay. Sometimes in some interviews they will ask you CI/CD pipeline also. There is separate team will be there, but some other people will ask that we are going to cover you some basics. Don't worry about it. Programming language wise, SPL, search processing language. In Sentinel, KQL language, custom query language. As a security analyst, this knowledge is must and should. Before learning the shell script Python, first you need to learn SPL or KQL. Logic was built and detection rules was created with that query on. Linux, anywhere, almost all servers are Linux. Linux knowledge is needed. That also we are covering here. Cloud basics knowledge we are covering here. Windows knowledge we are going to cover. Almost all. But my recommendation is, it's all of suddenly no need this much knowledge. You try to better start basics of Python or shell script. In future, it will be helpful. Along with this, at least no need to join anywhere. Just YouTube. Okay, Python or shell script. Anything you can choose. If it is possible, I will ask to teach by one of the trainer. Around 1 week classes I will ask to take, if it is possible. Otherwise, start today onwards a basic shell script. Okay. Any other?
If you want to learn Microsoft Sentinel and QRadar, can you please learn?
QRadar is not possible. Actually, it is a paid version. Okay. QRadar overview, you will understand, or everything you will understand. After understanding the Splunk, you will easily understand QRadar. Why? Because here, universal forwarder, there is a flow collectors. Okay. Flow collectors for the heavy forwarder. Okay. Normally, collector will be there. That is a universal forwarder. Nothing more than that. Almost all same. And compared to IBM QRadar, Splunk has more things. Okay, you can easily understand. It is a fake commitment if I tell I will teach you IBM QRadar. Okay, why? Because it is paid version. Okay, if I want, I will give you supporting documents. You can understand easily about that. But coming to the Sentinel, whatever the classes I am teaching, okay, that is enough. If you want to deep into that, you can do from your side itself. Why? Because that much of content I am providing.
Where is that open source?
It is 30 days free trial version will be there. Actually, cloud based, that is. So Azure cloud, we are getting 30 days free trial. Within the free trial, we are getting an opportunity to utilize the Sentinel. So that whatever the content I am providing, SPL query is providing, their cakeware, almost similar. So that we can apply the detection logics and everything there itself. I will teach you. That teaching knowledge is enough. No need separate training for that. Just if you are very interested on Sentinel, you just spend more time on Sentinel. That's it. Any other? Online paper. Any questions? No? Madam.
Sir, Splunk is asking for experience, sir. Can I apply for this question?
I think from first day onwards, I am telling you only Splunk. You will get only opportunities with experience only. I'm teaching from 7 years onwards, the Splunk. On the day itself, I am telling you every day. The first batch 2018 also, I said, please keep experience and attend the Splunk classes. But recently, one of the girl proved that you are wrong. I got a job with a 1 year experience. She got a job with a 1 year experience. That means she proved that you are wrong. Got my point. Just prove me you are wrong. I will get a job as a fresher also. But there is opportunity. Only the thing is that you are not approaching correctly. Really, 3 years, 4 years experience guy knowledge is available with you. Okay, instead of paying 10 lakhs, they will pay 3.5 lakhs to you now. Nowadays, LinkedIn is there. There is a scope to directly manager. Company manager said, sir, this much of content I have. If you have that guts, definitely they can offer it now. Yes, sir. Why? Because every company is spending a lot of money on giving the trainings. The content right now I am providing, if you want to take in the company level, that will be cost of $5,000. $5,000, sir. You listen cut word on. Whatever the training I am giving, Splunk Architect training will be taken by Splunk, means that will be around $4,000 to $5,000 cost. If you are a partner, no problem, they will provide you training. But this much of used discussions won't be happen again. They will give you documentation, they will give you reference videos, conference videos, all these things. Then you already have a knowledge with a complete, then companies feel that we can give this opportunity to this guy. We don't want to pay the training, na? They don't want to pay the training fee, na? You already trained, na? Then definitely they will give opportunity. But only the thing is that you are not in the correct approach. You're not approaching. Everything will be possible, sir. Recently, one of my brother placed in one of the company as a fresher. That is the course of SAP EDA. EDA. It is a middleware tool. I think anywhere you can go, only experienced guys only will get the job on that. At least Splunk also have an opportunity to get a job as a fresher or a 1 year experience. Why? Because she proved it. But EDA is the technology, it is SAP. It's 100% to out of 100%, it is a experienced guy. But he got a job in the company as a fresher in the EDA. First they took them as an intern, and after that they offer a job. That means that there is a possibility. So only the thing is that you are in the wrong approach. What he done, he just approached to the LinkedIn, he connect to the different people and ask them to refer. One of the guy referred the company. So they conduct a technical round. Okay, they feel that. So he has a 3 years of experience, 3 years of knowledge in the ADA. So just they offer the intern. After intern, 3 months, directly they placed into the project. So instead of paying for one guy 10 lakhs, they're just paying 2 lakhs only, na? This guy. No problem. For you, it is your experience. There is a possibility, sir, but I'm not giving 100% assurance. Any other? Madam, for you? Online people? I think that's all enough today. We'll meet on tomorrow with more content towards the data analytics as well as cybersecurity analyst. Thank you.